Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Alright, so we got everything we need to get in Trino. We could spend some time at the auction house, which is where we're heading now. We're gonna go pick up Dagger, and we're gonna come over here. And you see people, you know, just bidding in the background. Oh, I'll explain that here in a second. So we find Darnet, and apparently the supersoft is not being sold at the auction house. So where's Marcus? I don't know. Dagger has pretty much had enough of Steiner's BS. Like, that's really it. So, but she caught a glimpse of the man in the balcony, Kuja. She recognizes him. Alright, so now we have Garnet back in the party. Dagger, Darnet, whatever her name is. So we have a bunch of stuff. We can put a bandana. We got 2 of those, so that's actually well worth having, because it teaches Insomniac. Glass armlet. We still have a glass armlet that she hasn't learned antibody, and we could increase her stats, but she doesn't get to learn add status. And then bronze vest and cotton robe, and we still have the desert boots on her. So okay, that's good for now. We're good with that. And then life. That's something that we need to have with the mithril rod. We need life. But we're going to do some leveling off screen, so that's not too much of a problem. But I want to go back in and show off what the auction house is like. You walk in, they say what today's items are, and then you watch people bidding. Magician robes start at 1,200, 14, 22. 14 to 22, really? Then 33. The AIs for the auction house are just bloody stupid. I've seen the same person outbid themselves. That's how stupid it is. And that's disappointing because there are several things that we need to get from the auction house later. There's a trick that you can do to, I don't know where I'm going. I need to go up this way. There's a trick you can do throughout the game. You can farm up a fair bit of money and then buy a whole bunch of wrists in Dali, and then buy a whole bunch of steeple hats in Lindblom, and then you can... it costs less to buy the pieces and then send them into cotton robes than it costs to sell the cotton robes, so you make a profit buying them, sending them all together into cotton robes, and then selling the cotton robes for a profit. And you can... It's basically an infinite guild trick. I didn't have enough money to really take advantage of it at the time, but that's one thing that you can do at this stage of the game. You could have just done all of that, got as many... I can probably go back as well, again, to Trino, not to Trino, to Dali, but I can't get the steepled hats, because I can't get back to Lindblom. So... it'll be a little while before we can take advantage of that again, but we will need to take advantage of that to get all of the stuff from the auction house that we're going to want, so... And we come back here, and we find out that they are ready to go after the supersoft. Yep, we're going to go with you. I love how... Again, she has just had enough of, Steiner's crap, and Darnet realizes that Baku's here, because that hasn't actually been informed to us yet, and just ignoring Steiner and his BS. Hey, look, it's Baku. You know that breaking... Yeah, duh. I need to make sure you don't steal anything else. Haha, she's being noble about stealing. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's your... Always talking about your duty. Steiner has no original thoughts. So... I thought you might have changed your mind after traveling with Zidane, but, you know, you're still a derp. So we're gonna get on the boat, and we're gonna go forward. There's, like I said, I'm probably gonna be doing some power leveling in between this episode and the next, because I really want to catch Darnet and Steiner up to the rest of my team. And we see Kuja is talking to the auctioneer. That's not good. That means the auctioneer is already a crooked bastard and I don't like him. Will you be heading to Claria then? Yeah. Yes, I will prepare. What are you preparing? Did you see a pretty lady in the crowd today? Shall I arrange a meeting? Okay. I like how the auctioneer's like, shall I hook you up with someone? Like, that's... Like, apparently Kuja needs help being hooked up with women. I, too, will welcome you home with open... Okay. Kuja is just batshit crazy. There is no getting around that. He is just batshit crazy. So... Steiner... staring off into the distance, keeping guard for things that might attack on a boat. I have a cat that is just not leaving me alone right now. Oh, God. I'm assisting thieves. I'm committing a crime. Must be patient. Protect the princess. Escort her back to the castle. Focus on your duties. She would never... Yeah, really? Really? She would never do something bad. God, cat. Oh, this is great. I really need... it's been said that I need to set up a cat cam so you can see what it is my cats do in the background while I'm actually trying to record. So Steiner's having kind of a crisis of morality. He was the culprit. He pulled the princess and me into his intrigues. At the same time, Darnet is having crisis of conscience as well, that she basically abandoned Zidane, and now she's here trying to help one of his friends. Like, he saved my life. The least I can do is return the favor. But I never thought about things like this before. Alright, so we are in the noble's house. We gotta look around for the supersoft. Someone's coming. Oh, we're gonna be... I can't believe I ran out of ink. Scholarly man. What? I've missed Dr. Tot. Princess Garnet. Who's Dr. Tot? Highly respected scholar who tutored the princess. Oh, fabulous. That's wonderful. Yeah, what are you doing? How did you get in my house? There's a problem. We're not here to steal or commit... Well, actually, we are stealing, so I mean... Go left from the Trino entrance and continue until you find a large tower. Tower's my home. It's locked, but I shall unlock the door. Okay, how are you going to unlock the door from here? Do you have a remote key entry at this point? I ran out of ink. I'll get yelled at if our inventory's wrong. Alright, so Dr. Tot. So this Tootsie's going to give us super soft. It's Tot. Baku has an allergy, I guess. Babysit? Oh, and the fact that she's overhearing this, she's probably gonna beat you with that magic tennis racket of hers. Or lacrosse stick, rather. Toot. I was going to anyway. Baku really just cannot get the name right. Alright, so now we can go and we need to... Where do we need to go? The house is at the other end of the pier. So... Okay. I know where we're going. To the Tot residence. I believe it's on this side. And over here, I believe, is the Tot residence. I hope this is the Tot residence, otherwise I am just completely lost. But thankfully, I have these wonderful maps done by, I think it's Night Raven 1 on PhotoBucket. Just found it randomly searching. And I have to say thank you, because these maps have been invaluable. Since there's not really a good guide for Final Fantasy IX. I mean, there are a couple of, text guides on, like, GameFAQs and whatnot, but, that show locations of items and save points and, how the maps interact. Yeah. So, Dr. Tot apparently hasn't seen Garnet in a while. Yeah, I'm escorting the princess. Still a straight arrow. The supersoft is in the box right there. Please take it. Alright, so... Marcus receives the supersoft. Alright, so... Yeah, this is a globe of our planet. So Dr. Tot is apparently building a globe. Which I find it amazing that we've mastered the ability of air flight through magic mist, but we don't have a full map of the world. So that's a little unique, isn't it? And we get a wonderful flashback. One is Jewel, the other is Summoner Tribe. The phrases vanish from history. Alright, interesting. Well, we know that Garnet has summons. She can't use them because she doesn't have the MP yet, so... Eidolons. Eidolons? Eidolons. I'm going to go with Eidolon. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but we're just going to add that to the list of things that I pronounce incorrectly. And the zero fucks given about that. And we have a very adorable teeny tiny Garnet, who is the same height as Dr. Tot. But I think better when I'm surrounded by old... Garnet doesn't really like books. I was quite taken by that book you gave me. So I don't like books, except for the one that you gave me. I Want to Be Your Canary by Lord Ivan. Well, at least she realizes there's a book that she likes. I never knew our castle was... No. Alright, so obviously Garnet was not a brilliant child, but, That is why... Oh, I'm sorry, I was lost in thought again. Where's my room on it? It's... Yeah, it's very tiny. And Uncle Sid's castle. So, basically showing where everything is. It's been 8 years, apparently, since they saw each other. That's... Where'd you find this globe? I used it as an observation deck. Looking up at the sky from inside a globe. That's actually kind of neat. I don't mean to meddle, but... What's going on? But Dr. Tot seems to be a good guy. Like, I really think we can trust Dr. Tot, so... It may be dangerous, but I shall see to it that you reach Alexandria. He had an old transportation device remodeled in case of an emergency. He has an escape pod. I can reach Blank more easily from Alexandria. Alright, so... Marcus is going to come with us. Let's go save Blank and restore my mother to her former self. Alright, so... we're gonna climb up, and no, we want to talk to Dr. Todd. Alright, so once we've got everything that we want and need, we go down the hole, basically, and then that's really it. Yeah, that's really it. So, Geronimo, or Alonzi, or whatever. So, once we go down, that's basically it. We are in Gargan Rue, which, this place just sucks. I hated this place when I first played this game, but I hate this place now. Why was this thing built under a tower? The tower's built on top of the disused tunnel. So he basically remodeled. This is. Let's see. Where was the sequence trigger? Alright, so there is a Moogle here that we can use to save, which is what we're gonna end up doing here in a moment. But first we're gonna get some items. Because there's an item there. Chain plate. And a random encounter. And we're actually gonna be spending a lot, like I said, this is where I'm gonna be power leveling. And I'm gonna cheat and only power level Garnet and Steiner. And we have that thing, which is just creepy, who has an ability called Stomach. Okay. It doesn't matter because you cannot hurt Steiner with the Blood Sword. Steiner is a god with the Blood Sword. I love the Blood Sword. Alright, so as you can see, it gives a ton of XP. So this is where we're going to be, we are going to power level here. That's just the long and short of it. But we're going to get this other treasure, which is a Phoenix down. So yeah, we can hit that lever. That's lever we need. There's 3 levers total. There's 1 here and then 2 on the other side. There's a couple more enemies as well that show up here, but all of them are really just kind of perfect one-shot kills. And like I said, I'm going to cheat, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kill Marcus, because he does affect the XP curve. And since it doesn't really matter if he's in our party or not, because he's not a character that we're really going to need to keep around, basically. I really should have just had Steiner attack the other one by himself. But yeah, it's kind of pointless to have Marcus in the party, because we can't really power him up, we can't really do much with him. So the goal is kill him, and then his chunk of the XP will be actually divided among the other 2 characters. So instead of having XP divided 3 ways, it'll be divided by 2, which means we'll get even more. And another thing that you could do is there is an item that allows you to learn level up on Garnet, and that way you can have both Steiner and Dagger have the level up ability, which make things go a little bit faster, and by a little bit I mean a lot faster. But like I said, I'm not terribly worried about that at the moment. We're gonna go get these other 2 switches. I'm gonna get the others. I'll get one of the 2 switches on screen, and I'll show where the 3rd one is, and then, like I said, I will take time to catch everyone up to what they need to be. So that is my goal. That's what I'm gonna do. And these things are just creepy. And that I like stomach. We're gonna hit you with our stomach. That's not dark at all. So that's fine. What's it doing? It's doing drain. And is Marcus dead? Marcus is dead. Okay. So that's what we wanted. I actually need to start healing people now, specifically Dagger. Like, Steiner's fine. Steiner's going to be fine as long as he has that sword. There's really nothing that can take Steiner down at the moment. He has become a demigod. So, not a threat. And learning stuff like crazy as well. So that's what's going to happen. And like I said, I'm going to get the switches once it loads back up. There we go. Alright, so there's a switch here. Alright, and I guess that I have to do the last one. So give me a second, I'll get this one on screen. So, oh my god, that was the most frustrating fight I've had in this game in a while. Alright, so this is where we can call the Gargant inside. Garganru Trino Station is shaped like a circle. You pull on that lever, Gargant circles around the station continuously. Pull the lever. Alright, so this is where I'm actually going to end it, because I wanted to show off that. So I will see you guys in the next installment, where I will hopefully be a little bit higher level. So till then, later everyone.